I've been in Lagos close to 50 years now. And Lagos of then, compared with Lagos of today, you can notice a lot of improvements. Lagos is now a metropolitan city or mega city. So Lagos is better now, improved with social amenities and a lot of developments. Because Lagosians, both the indigenes and the citizens, they appreciate their culture and tradition. And the Obas, being the custodian of this culture and tradition, really appreciate their culture. So we have a lot of cultural festivals taking place in Lagos around the year. We have Eyo. Lagos is noted with Eyo. That's a major festival. But we have other festivals aside from this Eyo. We have Evi Festival, we have Igunuko Festival, we have masquerades, Egungun, we have Agemo in Lagos here, and we have Okoshi, that's boat regatta. That takes place in most of the riverine area of Lagos.
Chief Balogun Oshodi Tapa of Lagos is the one who brought the Gunupo from Numpe.
History has it that Balogun Oshodi Tapa from Nupe came down to Lagos with a notable Oba of Lagos then. He was a warlord and being loyal to Oba of Lagos of then was positioned at Lagos Island around Ekpetedo, where we have the Egunoko shrine up till now. This Oshodi Takpa also extended to Oshodioko, the most popular Oshodi to Lagosians now. That's Oshodi around Agege, Mucho Road or Sango area. But the ancient settlement of Oshodi Takpa is that Oshodile that is now around Ekpetedo area. And Balogun Oshodi Takpa been to Lagos with his Egunuko because after narrating to the Oba of Lagos the importance of Egunuko was allowed and he brought the Egunuko from Nupe down to Lagos. And because the Egunuko people are Tapa by birth or by origin, so the descendant of these Oshodi Tapa, they are now the custodians of Egunuko in Lagos and across the country. I should even say across the universe. Aside from that, These custodians of Egunoko, they take Egunoko as their tradition and of course as their religion. Though some of them still practice either Christianity or Islam, but they still believe this Egunoko is their culture, is their festival, and of course is their religion. Because Egunoko is not ordinary. It can be classified as masquerade, but not ordinary masquerade as you can see around. Egunoko festival takes place on yearly basis. Though some Egunoko shrine may have their festivals probably periodically or once in 3 years, but most of the shrine observe this festival annually. And before a date can be fixed, it is important to consult Ifa oracle because we believe Ifa àtòrí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín knows everything, virtually everything within man and God, or within this world and spiritual world. That is why after consulting Ifa on the day the festival will take place, the custodians of that Igunoko shrine, the leaders, the chiefs, will call on Ifa priest to cast Ifa, and after Ifa divination has been made, uh, the exact date for this festival to take place will come out. It can be 11 days, 14 days, 21 days, and it can be 3 months.
You have to ask from the Ifa that this festival want to come in on party Saturday. So how you want to be doing it? So the Ifa now will direct us how to be doing it.
Before the festival started, we had to contact the Lagos State Council Art and Culture first to get the permission from the Lagos State government. So after the permit, we do so many sacrifice before we do the night vigil. Before we started the night vigil.
We buy a cow to do a sacrifice. We buy a goat to do a sacrifice. A lot of hot drinks, cola nut, bitter cola, palm oil, efun, oso, and so far and so forth.
After the date has been fixed, then Egunoko will move around to inform the people around in the city or in that town that he has fixed its dates for this year's festival and it's coming up so date, so date. So it's not ordinary people or ordinary person that will move around to announce the festival date. It's that same Egunoko. The main purpose of this festival, it can be categorized into 2 or 4 issues. To start with, because it's an annual event, the major reason why we do this festival is to cast out anything evil in the community. It can be àwọn ajogun, the evil forces. Then this Egunoko has power over smallpox or measles. That's another reason why we do this festival. They, with after making necessary sacrifice, atonement, if there is smallpox around the community, during the festival, you won't see anything of that nature again because Egunoko has the power over such evil forces. We believe they are evil, and after the festival, there will be no more. Apart from that, we use this festival as well to maintain peace in the community. If there is Oba in such a town, his reign will be peaceful and long. There will be longevity. There won't be premature death. The pregnant ones will deliver safely. So the Egunoko festival brings a lot of goodies to the community, and that is why people prefer it to be an annual event. In fact, many days before then, there will be preparation in Egunoko shrine. Igunoko shrines are in three layers, and if you are not if you have not been initiated, you cannot even enter any of the layers of Igunoko. So you need to be initiated to be able to come into Igunoko cult. A day before the festival, we call it Aisun. This Aisun is tradition mixed with social events. If the community is buoyant, they can call on live band. And of course, we have Igunuko live band as well. And these are the musicians. Igunuko dance to a specific kind of drums. So, a night before the event, the custodians will not sleep, doing some sacrifices, and aside from that, inviting friends, colleagues, well wishers, and to stay with them overnight. During that case, they will be entertaining ourselves, singing, dancing.
The night vigil is joyful. People are those people we invite. They will come, drinks, and enjoy dancing with the other invitees.
Then early in the morning of the festival day, we have people we call Igbarufu. Their major purpose is to go to the bush, the thick forest, with their leader. And going to the forest, they have a purpose. They are to uproot trees. There'll be a gunuko that is made for that very festival, for that year's festival. We believe this Igunuko is not ordinary, so we'll be coming from spiritual world. Then, when it has arrived, the land, this Igbarufu with the uprooted trees and other pots of different charms for peace and to make peace. So they will have to move around with this new Igunuko, the one meant for that year, coming from the spiritual world. They are to lead that Igunuko to the community. They move around the town. It's this Igbarufu that will make people to know that Igunuko has come from heaven, and not only that, that is approaching. So you can see them moving around the town, moving very far from the Igunuko and coming back again. That we call them Aja or Olofofo, that to inform the public that Igunuko is closer.
That is the spiritual aspect of it. You have to uproot it because what we are doing for the Igunuko, you can see that the Igunuko top from up, everything is covered. And the way they are carrying the tree all around the city to make peace, to prevent unnecessary issue.
Because this Igunuko is direct from heaven, cannot speak our own language here, the worldly language. So there'll be a Gunuko that's already in the shrine. They've been around before this very year. So they are the Gunuko that will go and welcome the new Igunuko coming from heaven. And when they welcome this new Igunuko, they one alone, they will open him, they let him know the language with which he can communicate with the people around here. Because Igunuko is not ordinary, he moves around the world. So, but in this part of the world, they let him know the language he can communicate. And with that, they welcome him. And while coming, getting closer to the shrine, the daughters, the children, the female children in that compound, and the wives in that compound have to spread their own cloth, the expensive ones, because this Igunuko must be honored. So he must step on different roads before getting to the shrine. And that's what happens early in the day. But before getting to the shrine, they must have moved around the city, move around the community, paying homage to some important personalities. If there is Oba in that town, they get to the palace, pay homage to Oriade, Kabiyesi, Aláṣẹ, Ìkejì Òrìṣà. They go to high chiefs, pay homage, and they go to the shrines of the forefathers. In that same community, they will pay homage to. Wọ́n á lọ kọsẹ̀ lójú orí àwọn aláṣekù nínú ìlú bẹ́ẹ̀, and that kíkọsẹ̀ is what we call paying homage. It was after they've done that they now return to the shrine and they'll be welcomed with drums and other things. This Igunnuko you see outside, that's the mask. There is still a Igunnuko shrine. In the shrine, we have the Igunnuko shrine in that big shrine, in that Igbo Ogunu. We call Igunnuko shrine Igbo Ogunu, unlike other masquerade. It's only Igunu that has Igbo, and we refer to the shrine as Igbo Ogunu. We still have our fathers whose major religion is this Igunnuko. Then, when they want to appease, to make this sacrifice, it may not be that standing Igunnuko you are seeing. There is a shrine at which they appease the spirit of Igunnuko, but that one you see outside is a replica, is a representative of the Orisha, the Igunnuko in the shrine, and the one you see outside. And he has the power to do and undo. Unlike other masquerades, Igunnuko practitioners, those that practice the religion, you don't just do Igunnuko within your locality with only your people in that same Igbo Oguno, because the Tapa people that practice this Igunnuko as a religion, they are very united, and based on this their unity, all Igbo around in that town and even across that state, Lagos to be specific, if there is, as we have Igunnuko festival taking place in Ijesha-Tedo, Igbo Ogunu, a Macaulay Mushin must be present. Igbo Ogunu from Kirikiri will be there, from Bariga will be there, from Ikorodu will be represented, from Badagry will be represented, and of course from Ekpetedo, where we have the first Igunnuko shrine. The representative will be there too, and of course the Indaso of Lagos, which is the head of Igunnuko cult in Lagos, will also be physically present, and if for any reason cannot be there physically, must have its representative there, because Igunnuko festival is not a festival that takes place within the Omale, within the people in that compound or who are the custodians for that town. They must call on other custodians from other towns, the neighboring towns, to come around and do this festival with them.
We do it as a family matters, and we have ethnics, we have group of people locating all over the Lagos state. Likewise, here is in Ijesha, we have in Mochi, where I belongs to. We have in Lagos Island, where my colleagues belongs to.
The people that gather there, one, there will be the custodians. We have the custodians of this Igunnuko cult, probably from that town and from the neighboring town. It's from the people you see around during that festival. Aside from that, you see Ìyàwó ilé, the wives of the men of that family that practice that tradition. You see their wives there, you see the children there, then you see the friends and well-wishers. Then any other people around the community people can come around and watch the festival, because Igunnuko festival is a peaceful festival. So people are free to come around if they just keep the do and don't of that festival. Because during the festival, we have the do and don't. If you agree to keep it, then you are free to be there. Anybody is welcome.
If they are coming like this, people must give them chance of their shoe, of their cap. Smoking is not allowed.
The Igunnuko masquerade comes out almost every day of the festival. But the last day, which is the grand finale of this festival, is is the day that the memory always linger, and the memory of all those present, because there are a lot of things happening there. because it's the last day. So we need to stage a special performance that has not been happening before that day. Though before that grand finale, Egungun will be performing different, I can say magic because Egungun has the magical power too, because his power is not ordinary. Different things, you'll be doing different magic to entertain the people around. Then that grand finale, the women folk will be there to perform. The Akoda or the Olopa will be there with their sword. Though almost every other day they'll be available to guide the masquerade. This grand finale, the last day, the Gunoko will file out more, they'll be larger in number than any other day. They can be up to 40, 50, 60. You see the tallest can be almost 40 or 50 feet, while the smallest can be of probably 4 feet. The biggest one and the smallest one will be working together. But because the smaller one, they are same Egunoko, it's only the size that make the difference. They have the same part. Though the Egunoko can be differentiated with their colors. We have the black, we have the white. We have one that is mixed with white, black, and red, and they serve different purposes. But on that day, they file out together. Then they will perform. The smaller ones will be rolling, doing different form of performances. But the bigger one, their performance is matured because they are elderly, where the smaller ones, because of their size, they are able to move around, run after the people, and for the sake of entertainment. But on the day of grand finale, there's what we call error. It's a special concoction made by this Igunuko from the shrine. You are free to come closer and the people will now give you that error inside a container. No matter the nature of your sickness, this error has the power to cure. And that is why you see people, everybody will be agitating to have that error. Because if you take it home, even before using it, when that error is anywhere in your home, the place is safe of any evil forces. Women are not allowed to enter Igunuko shrine. They are not allowed. It's only men that can enter the shrine. But that doesn't mean that women are not important. They are very, very important. That hardly you see any Igunuko masquerade without women around. They have their equivalent title with the men. You have Inokuti, Inagada, Etiko Obìnrin, and so on.
Èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan tí mo jẹ́ ìyálóde. It is the duty of us women to praise the deity during the Gunoko festival. We also cook the food and we also serve as Gunoko police, that is Gunoko Olopa.
Igunuko's clothes are very expensive. What ordinary man can put on, maybe 5 yards cloth that you put on, and people will say, this man has really spent money. Oh, look at what he's putting on. Igunuko will put on almost 60 or 80 yards, depends. Some can consume more than that to make that long Igunuko. But it's only the practitioners that contribute money to do this festival. And because they're expecting a lot of visitors and also practitioners from far places, so they must make provision for their entertainment, what they will eat and what they will drink.
àwọn ìjọba wa wọ́n ń ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fún wa wọ́n ń dúró tì wá ń fún wa ní approval.
Our government helps by giving us approval and also providing security so that hoodlums will not disturb during the celebration. But the government has not given us any money so far.
I'm here today because I'm representing my people, and there's no way we can represent them and neglect them. So that's why I'm here today to participate on what we are doing.
The addition of the help of the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, and the area commander, Area D Command, Mushi, they assisted me with men and patrol vehicles. That is why you see the areas are very peaceful.
Ọmọ Tápà, ẹgbẹ́ Ọmọ Tápà Onígunukó, they are everywhere in the world. They must be funded. So government must know how they want to fund all these festivals so that we can keep them in our archives, we can still have them in our history, because that's our track, that's our legacy, and that's our heritage.